Hello and welcome back to Ripples by Gia. Here we talk all about the highest consciousness and how to land it in your beautiful portal, your vessel, your body. And today's topic honestly has been one I've been avoiding for quite some time, just because I feel like it's something I do not consent to, something I do not believe in. But on the other hand, I do feel like it's good to be informed and have information about this because a lot of so-called healers, psychics, quantum shamans are suggesting and making recommendations about this daily. And yes, if you have not caught on right now, I'm talking about spell work. I constantly see it on social media. On my algorithm, it'll show up. It'll show up. I'll see like cord cuttings with the candles, the threads, and someone's teaching you how to do it. How to cast money spells, how to cast love spells, glamour spells, like all these spells and casting of them and everything. Now, like I said, I don't believe in this. I feel like the biggest spells you cast are through your tongue. Your words are magical because they are your commanding tool. They command all your cells, your inner world, which ends up being reflected in the outer world. So you don't need to get involved in other businesses to do that. And prayer. Prayer is another very powerful tool that creates magic for you and with you. That being said, I want to talk about very popular spells. And people ask me this daily, believe it or not. Gia, I saw this spell on Instagram. I saw it on TikTok, or TikTok. Sorry, I don't use that app. Um, what do you think would happen if I used it? How would it work with me? And I'm really like, do not do it. Do not do it. Okay. There are spells that are ancient. Okay. And they are effective and they do work, but they are temporary. That is the thing about spells. And this is what these sneaky people are not telling you out there that are advising you or teaching you this kind of magic is that when you do any kind of spell work, it is going to come back to you. Okay. And I'm going to use the example of the freezer spell. It's widely known if you write down someone's name and you stick it in a water or like a ice tray, a cube, and you put it in your freezer and you freeze their name, it will keep them away from you. It will actually keep them away from you. It'll freeze them in time. Okay. Then there's the sugar jar, the honey jar. If you put your name or the things you want, the person you want, you put their names in these jars and they will always stay sweet towards you. Yes, they do work temporarily. Okay. And this is what I mean by this. When you decide to remove that jar or take out that person's name, unfreeze them, remove them out of the honey, or sometimes even their ancestors are watching over you, you could lose that jar, or that jar could break, or it could explode, or something will happen where it releases them out of that contraption you have created. Okay. So now whatever you've held still is now being released. And this is energy that you have not transmuted. You've held it in space, in time. It is your energy. It is going to come back to you 10 times worse because it's been held in space in time. It's been accumulating. It's been accumulating. Okay. Once it releases, it's going to hit you like bricks. It's going to hit you very hard, very quickly. Okay. Because if you look at energy, energy does not die. Energy transmutes. So if you are having a difficult time with someone and you want them to stay away from you, you really want boundaries, you must transmute the energy, not freeze it in time. If you really want someone to be in your favor, like this one is really popular for like jobs, like the people put their managers' names into like honey jars and sugar jars and whatever, right? so they can get, you know, be more favorable to their boss and whatever. Okay, you've not transmuted energy. You have not made the actual physical action of going up to your manager or this individual and sweetening the relationship. You have just frozen in time. So once that releases, that person is not changing. That person is that person. And you have not made any efforts to transmute this energy or change the relationship. It's going to burst back out to you. And spell work always comes back to you. And that's why I say everything you say is spell work, it is magic. And that's why affirmations are so powerful. And that's why, karma is a real thing also. Because every word that leaves your mouth, God's listening, universe is listening, your cells are listening. They're constantly transmuting that energy out. And everything that comes out of your mouth, I always say this, you end up chewing it, which means if you say good things, you chew good things. You say bad things, you'll have to chew the bad things. Okay? The real spell work is in your words. It's who you choose to be. It's how you choose to represent yourself in the energetic fields and what you believe. These freezer magic, this honey jar, sugar magic, it's temporary. It is not going to give you long-lasting results. And a lot of people will argue this fact because they'll be like, oh, but I did transmute the energy. I froze it. I put that energy in there. I put that energy in honey. I did this. I did that. Okay, be my guest and give it a shot. Be my guest and give it a shot. Because I've seen this way too many times. I've had people come to me and go, oh, I had done this years ago. It was so effective. And then I moved. And I guess whoever else moved into that place removed, my jars and stuff. And now I'm having a horrible time. Well, yeah, because you made no changes. You did not evolve. You did not transmute the energy. You just held the energy in time, which is not effective. So spell work does not support your evolution, your personal growth, your spiritual growth. It is a deception. It's an illusion that things are going your way. Nothing is actually going your way. In fact, you're probably pulling yourself behind instead of launching yourself forward. And this is why I'm a big believer in casting no spells and magic other than your own words. Okay? Your own words. So be very, very careful in how you express yourself, what you say to other people, what you say to yourself, because that's actually where the magic is happening. And this is very ancient magic. Your tongue is very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. Your imagination field is very powerful. You're having a difficult time with somebody, you can't set boundaries, they're not understanding. Go into meditation and invite your highest self to have a conversation with their highest self. That's really effective and it's long lasting. And you know what? There's no harm. There's no harm. Someone's really pissing you off. You don't want to see them in your dream realm or you want to talk to them at all. Send them to God. Send them to God. Ask your ancestors to hold your field stronger. Ask them to come forward. Ask for their wisdom. There are many other ways to transmute energy in a very positive, heart-centered way. Because everything I'm seeing on social media right now regarding spell work, even glamour magic, and I know Hollywood gets associated with this quite a bit. Okay, you want to be magnetic, you want glamour magic. Amazing. Let's talk about your belief system because you look like your belief system. You're sad, you're not having a good day, it shows all over your face, it shows all over your aura. So, what belief can you transmute to fully believe that you are enough and you're connected to the wholeness always? That will make you magnetic like nothing else will. understanding that you are whole and you're always connected and speaking from the heart center. It will literally gravitate people and opportunities to you, but in a positive manner with no harm to you or anybody else. And also ask yourself if you've ever been curious about spell work or these magic tricks that are out there. Why? Why is your desire so strong? Why do you gravitate towards these things? I've made jokes in the past between my friends, like, oh, let's cast a spell. Let's do some black magic on this. But I'm literally joking. But for me personally, it's because in many other past lifetimes, I've been on that side where I've done things not so good, where I've used gifts and powers and abilities against God's will for harm. And this time I'm here to do it right. I'm here to do it really right. And if you take anything away from this podcast today, please take away that you are the most magical tool on this planet. You can transmute and change and create your own magic, and you don't need these spells. You don't need these spells. Please stay away from them at all costs because the cost associated with them is huge and it's very harmful to you and all your loved ones. Okay? You want to change something, truly change it. There are no shortcuts to that. And these spells are deceptions and illusions. That's it. This is my episode today. I just want to come in and share that nugget of knowledge. Like I said, I've always stayed away from this topic because I don't consent to it, but I feel like it's good to speak on it from this perspective as well. So others have this information too, and you can make more informed decisions as well for yourself and your loved ones, right? And I hope you like this. I hope you enjoyed this. Do like, share, and subscribe. I do read all the social media posts myself. I don't have a team. I'm running the entire show. So whatever you subscribe, whenever you subscribe, share, and like, I appreciate it from my heart so much. Thank you so much for your support and tuning into this. If you found this helpful, please do let me know. Wishing you all the best. Keep thriving because we came here to thrive, not just to survive.